you.
Congratulations on that book.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
so glad you were so excited and so passionate about it. I
oh
enjoyed
my
very much
goodness.
your call.
Yeah. So are you at
So
yeah. So
tell me, how have you been?
oh, I've been well. It's so crazy because your book, came at a time where it's almost like I'm journeying from different traditions to the same, seeking the same thing. So it was so incredible to read because you had put it all together like somebody who's made her own. So what fascinated me was I knew that there had been a journey, but we had not been in touch. But I was like literally like if you see my book on the Kindle, it's like underline every paragraph and like it's like three multiple colors and it was just like I just wanted to like take the next flight and come and sit and open the book in front of you and just say Marcella, like because I couldn't stop and be very methodical because I was very eager to just trust that we had to at least see you and then I will have this will require this will be a this is something an opening into something or also maybe it's also reaching and celebrating you with you on a peak really to feel just kind of bask in the clarity of air on that peak
Oh,
and nothing else matters so I couldn't follow my usual methodology because you're also accessible you see and and it's just like such a powerful story that I don't know so this is where I said let's just record this. I mean, I saw myself transporting you to India and you know
uh,
having you talk and just share because it's
yeah.
just to kind of give this book to so many of my friends because it is something culturally or I don't know there is something also Asian women will relate to it because it's
Yeah.
not very what you where you're that like the soul which has been in that conflict which then that became like this beautiful uh, place in which you resolved it that itself became the gift is what each woman that is my close friend. I mean, so many of us have the same story, but it has different details.
Yeah, 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 that's what amazed me because he's when you talk about indigenous cultures or anything Tai Chi or the Sufism that I've been walking through, it's really very almost like a sect, like a cult, like a
Yes,
weird thing that nobody would understand it. And in the beginning, it feels like that. But I've been 30 years in Tai Chi and Sufism, and the more I went in and practice it, because that's the thing, you have to practice it. There were similarities. And then the biggest surprise was for me when I was led to the cosmology of the Andes and I started learning about it and practicing it. They said, wow, it's the same. It's exactly the same. So the deeper you go into any sort of knowledge of philosophy or science, even science is getting to the same conclusions right now. So so the idea said, well, I've been eating this for 30 years and chewing it and tasting the flavors, and now it's time to do something about it. And that's how I ended up writing the book.
no, I mean, what I'm remarked. I mean, what is remarkable is like, you know, it's got its own distinct flavor. Like I it's what is beautiful is it's got its vulnerable spots that are also revealed. Because
Mm.
it's so personal and it's not sugar coated with you reveal the process of how you have traced it back
Mm.
so it becomes it's the first read for me is just to follow with you and therefore follow myself you know
That
because
was my
it's
biggest wish, so I'm glad to hear that from you.
yes, Marcella,
It's
because
not about you, it's about you.
yes, because what is unique about this, it's like a workbook. But even if I travel with you, I trace back to my cause, and somewhere it doesn't need to make more sense than that, and it heals. You
Uh,
know, I don't have to use my mind again to work and work and work and work. You did all the work, so I get this.
I chew it for you.
Yeah, you know,
You get the baby food.
yeah, I get the baby food, like at least like the book is like the baby food. And and yeah, I mean, I mean, it is the baby food, but of course I also recognize that I forget afterwards, like what I read, because it's like
Yeah,
any other master. Like you get it when you are there, this is the intuition, but to
yes.
assimilate and become it is the work, is the practice.
That's
Like,
the exactly, because there is so much information, so much inspiration, but everybody keeps asking, and how do I bring it in my daily life? And it's like in the practice of Tai Chi, for example, like it's so slow and you have to pay attention to so much detail, and everybody gets bored of overwhelm or something. But they said, just keep doing it. Just be patient and keep doing it. And you don't know it until you do it. And the same in shamanism. If you don't perform yourself a ritual and experience the placing your intentions, and then revelations comes, and then things happen. They say, "Oh wow, I did this ritual and this is happening now." And you can doubt everything and you can analyze everything, but you only know when you experience it yourself, when you do it yourself. And that is the process of cultivation. So you see in this book is 30 years of cultivation, actually, when all your doubts disappeared and they say, yeah, you just have to be here, really be here, and that's it.